Good morning. Let's see the next problem. The following is an extract of the records of the receipts and issues of a chemical during a month. So they have given transaction related to February month. February 1st opening balance 500 tons at rupees 200. February 3rd issued 70 tons. February 4th issued 100 tons. February 8th issued 80 tons. February 13th received 200 tons at rupees 190. February 14th return from department. So return is considered as a receipts only, 15 tons. February 16th issued 180 tons. February 20th received 240 tons at rupees 190. February 24th issued 300 tons. February 25th received 320 tons at rupees 190. February 26th issued 115 tons. February 27 returned from department 35 tons. February 28th received 100 tons at rupees 190. Issued are to be priced on the principle of FIFO. It means issues of materials to the production department on the basis of FIFO method of pricing issue. The stock verifier has found a shortage of 10 tons on the 22nd and left a note accordingly. It means there is a shortage of 10 tons on the date of 22nd. You have to consider this in 22nd date. Draw Draw up a priced stored ledger account for the material showing the above transactions. So now first consider whether the dates are in an arranged order. So February 1st, February 3rd, February 4th, February 8th, February 13th, February 14th, February 16th, February 20th. After February 20th, you should consider February 22nd, that is shortage of 10 tons. Shortages will be considered as an issue only. Then February 24th, February 25th, February 26th, 27th, and February 28th. Now let's start the problem. So this is your FIFO stores ledger account, date, receipts, issues, and the balance. In the receipts, we are having quantity to be uh, received, the rate, and the amount. Under issue and balance also, what are the quantities, the rate, and amount. Now see the first transaction. February 1st opening balance 500 tons at rupees 200. So opening balance means you have to record it in the balance column. Record the date February 1st. We are having the balance quantity 500 tons. The rate will be 200. So if you multiply 500 into 200, you will get the value as 1 lakh. So next transaction is February 3rd, we are issuing 70 tons. So February 3rd, this is an issue. So February 3rd is the date. How many quantities we are issuing? 70 tons. So this should be issued from the first quantity or first purchasing price prevailing in the balance column. Here we are having only one balance column. So this 70 tons will be issued at 200 rupees. So 70 into 200, you will get 14,000. Now out of 500 tons, we have issued already 70 tons. The remaining balance will be 430 tons. The rate will be 200. So if you multiply 430 into 200, you will get 86,000. The next transaction is February 4th issued 100 tons. So once again we are making an issue, that is February 4th. Write the date February 4th. Tons to be issued to the production department will be 100 tons. The rate will be, see the balance column. Here we are having only one balance. So you should consider at this price only. 200 is the price. So 100 into 200, you will get 20,000. Now the balance we are having in the balance column will be 430 tons. Out of 430 tons, now we are issuing 100 tons. So the remaining balance will be 330 tons. The rate will be 200. If you multiply 330 into 200, you will get 66,000. The next transaction is February 8th Once again, we are issuing 80 tons. So February 8th. February 8th, we are issuing 80 tons. Now see the balance column. We are having only one balance, that is 200 rupees. So consider the same price. 80 into 200, you will get 16,000. So out of 330 tons, now we have issued 80 tons. So the remaining quantity will be 250 tons. The rate will be 200. So if you multiply 250 into 200, the value you will get 50,000. So out of 500 tons, now we have already issued 70 tons, 100 tons, and 80 tons. See the next transaction, that is February 13th, we are receiving 200 tons at rupees 190. So receiving or purchasing means it's a receipt. So consider it in the receipts column. The date will be February 13th. Number of tons to be received will be 200 tons. The rate will be 190. So if you multiply 200 into 190, you will get 38,000. Now first see the balance column. Still we are having 250 tons balance out of 500 tons. So write that first because you have to issue these tons first. So 250 balance at rupees 200, you will get 50,000 as the amount. And now currently we are receiving 200 tons at rupees 190. Total value will be 38,000. The next transaction is February 14th, return from department rupees 15 tons. February 14th, I told return means return will be considered as a receipts only. And in the bracket you have to show it as a return. So date will be February 14th. How many tons returned to the department? 15 tons. So at what price you have to consider? Whenever if they have not given the price for the returns, then which is the price which will be prevailing at the first in the balance column, that price only you will consider for the return. So here we are having 200. So that should be considered. 15 into 200, you will get 3000. Now, first write down the balance which is there in the balance column previously, still not issued balance. So still we are having 250 units of 200 rupees. Total value will be 50,000. 200 units of 190 rupees. Total will be 38,000. And 15 units of 200 rupees. Total will be 3000. And see the next transaction. The next transaction will be February 16th. February 16th, we are issuing 180 tons. So February 16th, we are issuing 180 tons. So we are making an issue of 180 tons. So how you will issue these 180 tons at what price? See the balance column. You have to issue this from the first prevailing price. So we can issue 180 tons out of 250 tons. So out of 250 tons, if you issue 180 tons, you will get the remaining balance as 70 tons. So 180 tons will be issued at 200 rupees. 180 into 200, you will get 36,000. Then out of 250, if you issued 180, still you are having the remaining balance tons will be 70 tons at rupees 200. You will get 14,000 and 200 units still we are having 200 units at rupees 190. Total value will be 38,000 and we have received returns of 15 tons that will be considered at the price of 200 rupees. So the value will be 3000. The next transaction is February 20th. Once again we are receiving 240 tons at rupees 190. So February 20th we are receiving February 20th we are receiving 240 tons at rupees 190. If you multiply 240 into 190, you will get 45,600. So first you have to see the balance and which are the balance tons to be there from the previous purchases. You have to write that first. Still we are having out of 500 tons, the remaining 70 tons at rupees 200, the value will be 14,000. and second purchase, that is 200 tons at rupees 190, the value will be 38,000, and returns of 15 tons 200 rupees at rupees 3,000, and uh, we have purchased currently of 240 tons at rupees 190, total value will be 45,600. The next transaction will be February 24th, sorry, February 22nd, we are having a shortage of 10 tons. So first you have to consider this. I told the shortages will be considered as a issue only. So February 22nd, we are issuing the shortage tons of 10. So at what price you will consider? The first price prevailing. Out of 70, you are issuing 10 tons. So at the price of 200. So 10 into 200, you will get 2000. So out of 70, if you issue 10 tons, the remaining quantity will be 60 tons at rupees 200. The total value will be 60 into 200, 12,000. And 200 tons at rupees 190, the total value will be 38,000. And 15 tons still we are having at rupees 200, the total value will be 3,000, and 240 tons at rupees 190, the total value will be 45,600. So until all the units under the first purchase or the first balance you are having in the balance column, the next batch of materials will not be considered. After the completion of first batch, if you required the quantity, you will consider for the next batch of materials. The next transaction is February 24th. We are issuing 300 tons. So February 24th. Now how you will issue this 300 tons? First you will issue 60 tons of rupees 200. The total value will be 12,000. Still I want 240 tons. So you will move on to the next batch, because out of 500 tons, now all the 500 tons will be issued. Still I want 240 tons. So for the next batch, we will consider 200 tons. 200 tons of 190 rupees. 200 into 190, you will get 38,000. Still you want some more tons to issued out of 300. So next batch you will consider. The next batch we are having tons of 15. 15 into 200, you will get 3,000. So out of 300, first you will issue 60 tons of 200 rupees. Next you will issue 200 tons of 190 rupees. Next you will issue 15 tons of 200 rupees. Still you want 25 tons to be issued. That should be considered from the 240. 240 tons of 190 rupees. So out of 240, you will issue the required issue materials of 25 tons at rupees 190. So if you multiply 25 into 190, you will get 4,750. Now 60 got over, 200 tons got over, 15 tons will be completely issued. Now we are having only 240 tons. Out of 240 tons, you have issued 25 tons. The remaining tons will be 215 tons. The price will be 190. So if you multiply 215 into 190, you will get 40,850. The next transaction is February 25th. We are receiving 320 tons at rupees 190. So receipts, so write the date February 25th. How many tons we are issuing? Sorry, we are receiving. We are receiving 320 tons at rupees 190. So if you multiply 320 into 190, you will get 60,800. So previous balance we are having 215 tons at rupees 190, 40,850, and new receipts 320 tons at rupees 190. The total value will be 60,800. And the next transaction is February 26th. We are issuing 115 tons. February 26th issue 115 tons to be issued. So see the first balance. We can issue all the 115 tons from the first price only, or first quantity only. So if you issued out of 215 tons, if you issued 115 tons, the remaining balance will be 100 tons. The price will be 190. So 100 into 190, you will get 19,000. Still we are having the new receipts, that is 320 tons at rupees 190. the total value will be 60,800. The next transaction is February 27th. Returned from department 35 tons. Returned will be considered as a receipt. So February 27th, returns will be considered as a receipts only. 35 tons. At what price you will consider if they have not given any price for the returned goods? What is the price prevailing in the balance column? First price that will be considered. So at 190 you will consider 35 into 190, you will get 6,650. Now the balance you are having in the balance column, first consider the previous balances still not issued. One is 100 tons at rupees 190, total value will be 19,000, and still we are having 320 tons at rupees 190, total will be 60,800, and 35 tons at rupees 190, total value will be 6,650. The next transaction is February 28th, we are receiving 100 tons at rupees 190. Receiving means it is a receipt, it should be recorded under the receipts column. So now 100 tons we are receiving, the value or price will be 190, the total amount will be 19,000. So see the balance column, still we are having 100 tons at rupees 190, the total value will be 19,000, and 320 tons at rupees 190, total value will be 60,800, and 35 tons returned to the department at rupees 190, the total value will be 6,650, and 100 tons at rupees 190, total value will be 19,000. So by this transaction, all the transaction to be recorded. Now you have to show the balance of stock or closing stock. 100 tons at rupees 190, 320 tons at rupees 190, 35 units or 35 tons at rupees 190, 100 tons at rupees 190. So if you total all these units, you will get 555 units because the same price we are having. So if you calculated the total value 555 units into 190, you will get 1,05,450. Thank you.